Catherine Bell.
Sarah McKenzie. Sarah McKenzie. Yes.
Bell.
Her name's Catherine Bell. Yes, but she was Sarah McKenzie on Jag.
Yeah.
It's just so good. Is she a witch? Isn't she a witch? Nobody knows and nobody gives a shit because it's such a happy show. And we need happy shows, happy feel-good shows that make you leave it better than when you sat down. They don't do that anymore. We get Ahsoka. So now I haven't watching Ahsoka. Ahsoka. We get Ahsoka. No shit. I could lightsaber. Oh my god! I'm hearing the stereo. Hang on. I got to turn this down. There we go. I had to stream up. No, I think I could do a lightsaber battle better than her, and mine would be pink, and I'd just be like, no, ew, don't hit me, go away, ew, block, ooh, here we go, double time. Yeah, no.
I'm glad I didn't watch it. Ahsoka.
That's right.
Ooh, say it again.
Ahsoka.
Anyway, morning.
Good morning,
y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Watch what you want. Just watch good stuff. Watch what you want. Watch what makes you happy. The rest of it will all burn away.
As long as it's got hot women in it, I'm in for it. As long as they're not insufferable.
So Dave Bob's requirement is non-sufferable hot women. Okay, we got it.
No, they got to be sufferable, not.
I said non. Okay, he's non-insufferable. Yes, sufferable hot women for Dave Bob. We got you covered, Dave Bob. There's lots of stuff out there like that. Just pre 10 years ago, I don't know, hell, pre-Disney, sure, pre-modern Disney.
Well, that was a given. People, the studios back then, they actually tried to give people wholesome stuff that they wanted to watch, not stuff that they tried to cram down your throat with their ideology and whatever, flavor of the week, rainbow color, that they want you to believe in.
Yeah, it's you can't have entertainment today without some sort of injection of modern politics.
Hold on. Where is that? Hold on, I'm looking for it.
God,
there it is.
Found something.
Man Squatch. You ever play that game where you try to keep the balloon in the air? And they played that on Ahsoka, but with people.
Yes.
Oh my God. I forget who posted it. I think it was X-Wing. I'm not sure, but someone posted where they put their hands up and they pushed. It was like the double jump. And I was like, what in the holy hell have they done?
Man,
what in the hell have they done?
If you want to see a funny stream, watch the one with Az and Gary from Nerdrotic. I mean, the one that they did right after, the show aired, the last one. That was the funniest damn thing. Two middle-aged women fighting in slow motion.
I saw the lightsaber stuff, and I was just like, this is not coordinated good.
It was terrible.
Whoever they
that.
had, I don't know why they got rid of Nick Gillard. Guys, if you don't know who Nick Gillard is, they named a damn lightsaber master after Nick. Singe Rollig was the okay. So you had you had Yoda and them teaching lightsaber stuff in the old movies, right? Singe Rollig is the one who taught Jedi Masters how to duel other Jedi Masters. This guy taught all the masters how to fight with a lightsaber.
Ooh.
And he was named after Nick Gillard, who was the fight choreographer for the prequels. Mm-hmm. This is why you had some of the best lightsaber combat, like with Dooku and all of that. This is why you had really good fight scenes. I don't know why they didn't use him in the sequels. I don't know why they haven't used him and brought him back into. I mean, it's it's asinine that they've got these fight choreographers that just they suck. They absolutely suck. So
Okay, I'm going off on a limb here because again, I'm still very much Star Wars normie. I'm much better than I was, 2 years ago. But here's my thought: watching this fight, I'm like, it looks like I can see every single decision made on the characters' faces. When I thought the whole point of studying and becoming a Jedi and bonding with your weapon and was to use the Force to direct your movement. It doesn't have to be flashy, but it sure as hell has to be fluid. And it it shouldn't look like, okay, I'm going to step my foot here and I'm going to be slow. And then I'm going to turn around and block this. You could almost see the blocks before they came.
yes,
That's not a lightsaber fight to me. No, it doesn't have to be boom, flashlight. A lightsaber is an elegant weapon, he said. It's more like fencing than all out, we're going to get you in big battles.
More civilized.
More civilized, but you're flowing through the Force. Let there be some flow. There was zero flow.
Well,
Dig Outlaw.
Oh, go ahead.
A Dig Outlaw with a $4.99 super chat, and I know where he's going with this. Put Sabine and Ahsoka in the sleeping bags. It's time to fix this. Go!
Nice.
Thank you, Adega.
Okay, Castle says I used to fence for a long time. This scene irked me. Okay, then Castle, you would know. Yeah, it's fencing is fluid and it's boom and it's bam and it's precise, but put the Force in there. You're gonna have some beautiful movements. Oh my god!
Lightsabers were used very sparingly in the original 3 movies. I mean, they wasn't out every time you turn around, and now every time you turn around, from what I hear, a lightsaber duel this, a lightsaber that, lightsaber this. That's Dave Filoni.
I mean, what the hell happened to a good blaster?
Gojo Dragon, wait a minute. How dare you black pills criticize this? So cute. It was the best. Pack wheeze. Dave is the savior. You black pills. Hush, you grifters.
I mean, I don't know. Is not like an Ahsoka being considered black pill, though? Because I have heard that tossed around a lot on Twitter, which is why I'm asking. I know how Coach is using it, but yeah, I'm like, what?
There's a certain individual out there that really hates us. That we're all black pills. We're all black pills. Loki's just a black pill.
Oh well, I am a black pill because I didn't watch the damn thing. I can watch other people's hate watch streams afterwards and get all I need.
Yeah.
Boosh, we forego the intro this morning. Sorry, go ahead, Arwen.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, look, I did more than most people. I watched 2 episodes, and that was enough for me. I've watched all of Mandalorian. I've watched all of Boba Fett. I've watched all of Kenobi. I watched 1 or 2 of Andor. I think 1, but I'm sorry, y'all, I could not get into it. I found it very slow. I might retry it. I might not. I don't know. Jury's out. And I watched 2 of Ahsoka. No, thanks. I've seen enough. I'm not black-pilled. I just know the direction they're heading in, and it's not one I want to join them on.
After The Last Jedi, I pretty much knew that this was just going to be a shit show.
I always hold out hope, but I don't know. Maybe hope is overrated at this point.
I don't know. You know what? When you catch a good show, and there have been a couple of good shows, guys. If you haven't watched Heels, we were talking about this before we hit the Go Baby Go button this morning. Heels was a great show. I was really enjoying it. It's about family. It's about wrestling, but there's a lot more to it than that. It's about family. It's about There's some adult things involved in it, relationships. I get
it. They're heels. They're a family of heels.
Yeah. Yes, they're a family of heels.
I was like, what the hell does your heel have to do with wrestling? Your heel.
They're heels.
That's the one. They're like moves and the bad guy.
The body part heel. Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Delayed reaction. Let's move on. Go ahead.
And at the beginning, the younger brother is like the face. He's a face, which means he's a good guy.
The good guy.
But he's a douchebag. He walks into stores. He walks into the store. This is the good guy, mind you. And it's exactly the opposite. In real life, the older brother, in real life, he's a good guy. He's a family man. He has a 9-to-5. He works real hard for his family. He cares about the town he lives in. The bad guy is the good guy in real life, and the younger brother is a douchebag in real life, but he plays the face, which is the good guy, in the wrestling ring. So everybody loves him, and he finally gets his due, where everybody turns on him and hates him, and he has an absolute fit about it and wants nothing more than to go back to being a face, to go back to being a good guy. And it's not happening because the crowd knows and the crowd sees it, and they call him crybaby and they throw tissues at him. and it's a good show. I really liked it, and it sucks. It's gone. It's gone. And I just found it. So they just finished season 2, and I just found it a couple months ago, and I've already watched it like 2-3 times. I was in the middle of my 3rd run when I found out they canceled it. I was like,
dang, that must have been pretty good if you watched the thing 3 times through.
Not that many episodes. There's only 16 episodes total. So there's 8 episodes, 8 or 10, I think. Something like that. Each season.
Arwen likes a show she's been watching too, and I like the lady that's in it.
Is that from the Australian episode when she was in a little string bikini?
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, she's just as beautiful in Good Witch, but she has more clothes on. But oh God, y'all, it's just wholesome, feel good. That's what I need right now in every aspect of my life. So I'm choosing it in my entertainment, and it's been really nice. I'm almost done with season 6. Then I got one more season, and it's done. They canceled it too.
I really am not watching hardly anything anymore. I'm kind of like you. If I'm watching something, it's older shows that I'm rewatching or whatever.
Yeah.
There's just nothing out there for me anymore. It doesn't seem like. Every now and then you'll run across a gem, but that's like, you got to dig through a pile of crap to find it.
Oh, Dave, Bob, there's something out there for you.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
There you go.
Something out there for you.
Catherine Bell, Sarah McKenzie.
And she's classy. She's classy too. She's classy. You could show a little cleavage and still be classy. You don't have to hoe it all out.
No, and that was in the
that
was in the Australian episode. So they were in Australia, and yeah,
when she came out of that pool.
J-Pop said, "Oh, good morning."
Mahogany Draws with the $10 super chat says, about them, I look forward to the apologists finding excuses for the acolyte. They end up hating it. Either way, they just come off as hypocrites. Well, first of all, the critics will be bought and paid for it, just like this time. So you'll get, a 90 and 100 and a 90 and 100, and it'll be the exact same thing.
And then you'll see Samba and everything, and you'll find out that nobody really watched it. So how can it be rated so high?
It's not in the top 10. It hasn't been in the top 10 in its entire run. It hasn't broke past top 20, I believe. So, yeah.
Wow. Now,
thank you.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Thank you so very much, Machini, for that $10 super chat, brother. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you. Skull!
Oh!
Attention!
I did that in Fortnite the other night playing with Arlena.
Oh, what? You were like, oh, oh, oh.
Well, we were having an intense match. It was like people everywhere, right? And I'm actually shooting people, and I'm, she's going down a couple times. I'm actually saving her. I go down, she's saving me. We're just like, and then we get to the end, and we didn't realize it was the last person, and we both made the shot on them at the same time. They got in our crossfire. We killed them. It came up.
Team.
We were like, ooh, and I said, Sparta! Ooh, what is your profession? I was like pounding my chest. I felt like I was in 300. I felt so happy about that win. Anyway, Fortnite, y'all, check it out. Check it out.
The girls like to play a little Fortnite.
Yeah, we do.
Call of Duty is apparently getting in the Fortnite business.
Okay. I was kicked out of my Call of Duty group for too much friendly fire, so I haven't played it since. And my husband was on that team, and even he was like, honey, I'm going to go knit something. I was like, y'all suck ass. I'm sorry. So I am now the frag queen because I kill my teammates with frags. So that's me. Anyway,
never give Arwen a grenade. I know this from personal experience. Never give Arwen a grenade. She can shoot, but she can't throw shit.
These were church people, y'all. These were church people we were all playing with. Okay, nice. Take you fried chicken. Come visit you when you're sick. And they were like, nah, bye. Oh my God. Y'all are mean. So yeah, no Call of Duty for me.
That's where Avalon 19 came from.
Pretty much. But yeah, I know Mark. He says, thank God you can't do that on Fortnite. Oh yeah, friendly fire. I'm so thankful. But now Spawn has been watching a show that she was like, have you seen this? Have you seen the trailer? And I'm like, I've seen like little trailers, but nothing big. And she's like, Mom, you got to watch the trailer. So we watched the long trailer, and she's watched, I think, the first couple of episodes. Is Daryl Dixon. She actually said it was good. And after
the Daryl show from The Walking Dead.
Yeah. She said it was good, that, she thought it was going to be womp womp. And she's enjoying it. So I'm going to give that a try. And, and I love Daryl, of course. But I've been pissed off at Walking Dead since Carl died. Spoiler, y'all. Carl dies.
Well, he
died in the comics. I mean, it was not a big shock.
No,
he
but
didn't.
They
no,
killed.
He didn't.
No, they didn't kill Carl, did they?
No, not Carl.
Glenn
no,
died
he's supposed to be old man Carl. So there's this thing that so here's the thing. Here's the thing most people don't realize about Walking Dead. All right. The reason why his dad was so heroic and all these little things where sometimes they seemed like, how the hell did they get out of that? It was almost superhuman. Was this idea that Carl was sitting down with these young kids, and he's an old man.
The spinning yarns.
And he's got Michonne's sword, and he's got his dad's gun. He wears his dad's sheriff hat.
Yeah,
he's outfitted in all the old gear. He's got Negan's bat, and he's telling them what happened. He's not spinning a yarn, but he is embellishing. So everything you're getting in The Walking Dead is supposed to be from Carl's perspective. And then they killed Carl in the show. And they
didn't even tell Chandler Riggs they were going to do it. He came in, and it was like, nice seeing you, Carl. Let's film your last scene. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because he was supposed to be in until the end.
Doing that.
Did him dirty.
Yeah, they were famous for doing that. They also did it with what's her name's sister. I mean, she was devastated. I mean, and the producers, they were laughing at her on one of the after shows. It was pretty
okay. So yeah, I kind of, and and then the whole, I get it. there are redemptions for people. I get it. Negan was a horrible, horrible person. I know he's got this backstory. Why? Okay, fine. That's fine. But I'm sorry. I do not blame Maggie for still being like, hey, motherfucker, every time I look at you, I see you smashing my husband's head in.
Yeah, how are you going to get over that?
You could forgive the human act, but never forget and never trust that person. I don't care how redeemed they are. That's human nature. So it's like, I don't care about Negan's back. I really don't. So yeah, I kind of fell out of love with that. But she said in the trailer, it's pretty good. So I will give it a try. She said the other one that they have up, not as great, but she said Daryl Dixon might be interesting.
Well, that's the one with Negan and
that's right.
See, I absolutely love him. The actor Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of my favorite.
He's a great actor.
First time I saw him was in the Daggum series with the Winchesters.
Are you sure? Because he was in Enterprise. He played the reptilian.
Well, by gosh.
Yeah, right. He played
no wonder I didn't recognize him. He was under 14 pounds of makeup.
He plays Negan great. Don't get me wrong. You could not have a character that fucking demented, but that charismatic without that actor.
Yeah.
He plays him great. He plays him great. I'll give him that.
He was perfect. He was absolutely perfect.
I don't like the character.
I jumped up and down when I heard that he was going to be Negan. I was like, yeah, you couldn't have picked a better bitch to play Negan.
Ow, bite. Ow. Sorry, Dobby bit me. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. He was fantastic. But I don't know. Just the way they went with it. But so try it out, y'all. See what you think. I mean, Spawn endorsed it, and she's kind of picky, so.
What have you been watching, Dave, Bob?
Not a whole lot, honestly. I mean, I tried to watch, like I said, the last thing I tried to watch on Disney was Andor. I watched the first episode, and that was it for me. I mean, I don't even think I made it through the whole episode.
I didn't.
I haven't even tried a sucker, and
first 5 minutes of Andor, I was like, okay, interesting, and then it was boring.
Yeah, well,
that's the last.
So drawn out, everything was so dramatic.
I think that's the last full episode of anything Star Wars I've watched.
It's just boring, y'all. It's got nothing to do. Really, honestly, at the end of the day, it's got nothing to do with the women, nothing to do with the diversity, nothing to do with that. It's just boring.
Well, that's the writer's fault. I mean, they cannot come up with anything original anymore.
That's all Dave Filoni. You have Dave Filoni to thank for the entire story in Ahsoka because they gave him the keys. They gave him the keys. KK handed him the keys and said, "It's your project. Do whatever you want." And that's what we got. You can't blame her for this.
Story by himself. He needs to get for live action stuff. He needs some help. He does not need. I mean,
he had help doing the cartoon. See, this is the thing. He had a lot of help.
I was going to ask about that. Wasn't he involved in Clone Wars?
Yes, he had a lot of help with Clone Wars. He was not the only one. This is propaganda, stupid ass people put out there. Dave Filoni did not run Clone Wars. Dave Filoni did not run the damn one after Clone Wars.
Rebels.
Rebels. Yeah. Thank you. He did not run all of that. He was not the only writer. There was a lot of different writers involved in Clone Wars, and there were a lot of different writers involved in Rebels. It was not just his thing. People have put it in a little arrow next to him because of Ahsoka and because of certain things he has said, not things he has done.
Okay.
I saw an interview with him last night. Coach and Nick were doing their show, and it showed a little clip of him pretty much saying that when he was writing all that stuff, a lot of that stuff, he said he just left hanging. He said, because, I could explain it, but I won't. And that's why you have all the crap going on out there right now that people can't understand because it was never explained in any detail.
Okay, and I'm thinking of the visual of the show and the way they moved and some of the things that they did and facial expressions. I'm wondering now, and this is just a little, not really a tinfoil hat moment, but it's a moment. I wonder if thinking about those things translated in Clone Wars animation, if they would have worked. I'm not talking. I'm just talking visuals, not story. The story. They need to get their shit together. But if you are working and directing and working on an animation show versus a live action, the things that would translate in animation are not necessarily going to translate in live action because they're two different mediums. It's like going from book to film. You have to make some tweaks. You have to make some adjustments. And I'm wondering if he's kind of coming from that mindset, still being on Clone Wars. I don't know. It's total theory because I'm thinking about their movements and I'm like, that might have worked if it was coming in an animated style, but it sure as hell didn't work coming from live action. It was slow. It was stilted. You could track their movements. There was no excitement because, in animation, you can do colors and you can do sounds and you can do things to kind of zhuzh things up a little bit. That might not work in live action. Y'all know what I'm saying? The show had problems. It had problems all the way around. And it might have worked as a Clone Wars type scenario, but it just did not work live action. And maybe that's their problem. Maybe they're trying to funnel things through an animated mindset.
Well, he didn't even.
I don't know.
Filoni didn't even create Ahsoka. So what Filoni did was he directed the Clone Wars movie, not the prequel movie, but the one with Ashley Eckstein where we first meet Snips, where we first meet Ahsoka. This was in 2008. Okay. Filoni directed that movie. That movie was written by Henry Gilroy, Stephen Melching, and Scott Murphy. The character wasn't even his creation. Okay. But he gets the credit for it because of Clone Wars and because of Rebels. He's always gotten the credit. It's not his creation.
Okay.
He did a lot of episodes of Clone Wars, but he didn't do all of them. He didn't even do the majority. So there's
but
a difference.
He's attached to them in at least again, Star Wars normie. But to be fair, I do know more about the back things of Clone Wars because of Arlena. But his name is very heavily associated with it.
Oh, and it's always been called his character, but he didn't create that character.
Honestly, I never even watched hardly any of those cartoons. I really didn't.
Clone Wars was good. It saved Anakin for me. It saved Anakin.
Yes,
for me.
I used to go to sleep watching Clone Wars. War has come to the Republic. No,
I hated Anakin before Clone Wars. Hated him. Wanted him to be Darth Vader. Fuck off, Anakin. Let's get to be Darth Vader. You're interesting as Darth Vader. You're whiny as Anakin.
Yeah, stop whining.
Clone Wars saved him for me. And when he finally did become Vader for the first time in my life, I felt what that meant. I understood. Oh my God, Anakin Skywalker is Vader, y'all. I got that from Clone Wars. I did not get that from the prequels. So that was good.
Let's go back to talking about Catherine Bell this morning.
In a bikini.
There you go.
Go, Dave Bob.
You go, Dave Bob.
My tongue getting hot.
A sufferable hot woman. There you go. Hey, they're rare nowadays. We're laughing, but sufferable hot women are very rare.
That's right.
Most of them are obnoxious and hoey, and I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm calling out my sex, but it is what it is. So, got to be a little mystery in this world.
It even got the bear going.
Yeah, even Snorts is like, damn.
Uh-huh. And she's still a beautiful woman. Very classy,
Oh yeah.
beautiful woman.
Oh yes, she is. Yeah,
Um,
Gun Bunny, like father, like son, both Anakin and Luke were whiny. But I wanted to go to Tashi Station to
Luke
pick up some
was
power
whiny.
converters.
Yeah.
Luke
They're my
was,
friends. I
yeah.
gotta help them.
He
No,
was.
no, no.
I was
Yeah.
going to go to Tashi Station and use the power converter.
Fortunately, we got to see his coming of age story where he knocked a lot of that shit off. I mean, it took Yoda to do it. Took a little pint-sized green, whatever the hell Yoda is, to, you know, I don't have time for this. I'm going to see the master. And he's just like, ugh.
Yep.
With that first, Luke knows he's screwed. And he needs to change
Always
his
your mind
attitude.
on, never your mind on where you are, what you are doing.
Right? So we got to see that. You don't really get to see that transition in Anakin really unless you watch the Clone Wars. It shows him as a good dude. It shows him growing up. It shows him maturing. It shows him trying to teach Ahsoka. He's still a hothead and he's still getting on with Padme on the sly, but you see his progression. You know what I mean? I mean, he's still Anakin, but you see some of that whininess just drop off a little bit. It's like, oh, finally, I can like you, dude. You know, after 20-something years, I could finally freaking like you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
thank you, Clone Wars.
I remember there was this man, she must have been like 9-10 years old. She was the cutest little thing, dressed up as Princess Leia, had the buns in her hair.
Aw.
And we were leaving the theater because we waited all day. I mean, we were there from first thing in the morning. All 30 theaters that this theater had were sold out, all playing Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
And we were leaving after it was all over. And we were kind of talking about it as we were leaving. And this little girl, her dad's carrying her out. She's dressed up as little Leia. And she goes, "What happened to Anakin?" And her dad told her, "Well, he became Darth Vader." And she goes, "Anakin becomes Darth Vader?"
Oh.
And it was the cutest little thing. Oh my God.
Oh,
I will never forget that.
Poor baby.
Anakin becomes Darth Vader? I mean,
And
it's just like, no.
Oh, she was probably like, oh, but see, she had a connection with Anakin. That's the same one I had. Oh my God, that is so cute. Her little eyes were so big.
It was just, I'll never forget that. For the way she said that, like just the revelation of no.
Ooh. And I bet Daddy had some more splaining to do. Probably, she probably had questions. What?
What you talking about?
Mark shattered that child's life.
That's adorable.
But I'll always be happy they went back and made Clone Wars. I will, because you needed that. You needed that explanation of what the hell happened between
you did.
episode 2 and episode 3.
Well,
sure, you've got the Tusken Raider thing where he's like, "I killed them all, the women and the children," but you really need to see
so coarse.
why he did what he did.
Sand is so coarse.
Sand is so coarse.
And it gets everywhere.
Right, isn't it Luke who loves sand? His son loves sand. It's like, all right, we see y'all. We see y'all.
Look, Padme, I can float a pear.
I can float a pear. It takes a great deal of skill to be this good with the Force. Master Kenobi would be so upset and coarse with me if he knew what I was doing. Shut up, you little bastard. You know how obnoxious you sound? Look at me. Look what I'm doing. I'm a little up my own ass.
Who is the name of is it Hayden Christensen?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all, oh my God, I could not stand him. And I thought he was just the worst actor in the world.
Well, you got to remember, it was
that's
George's
fault
too.
That's
it was
George's
right.
fault.
But I never thought of that. First few times seeing that movie, I'm just like, oh my God, he was so miscast. He's terrible. He's wooden, which it's not his best performance. But
no, he did what he was told.
When I got into acting and that, got into all that shit, I realized actors don't exactly have free reign to play the character the way they want. They are directed a certain way. So the director directed him to be sullen and whiny. And of course, I'm sure there's scenes that were clipped. I didn't know about rushes. I didn't know about editing. I didn't know about any of that stuff. There may have been scenes of him more tender, sensitive, sane Anakin before he goes ballistic and, kills all the younglings. I didn't know about all that shit. So I'm here live saying for the first time, I give him a break on the way Anakin was played for those prequels. I give him a break because it wasn't all him.
Dean Krantz, who's been a member for 24 months, is hot women being mean. I remember those games.
They can. They can. People are
He's
people,
holding
y'all.
me back. Yeah. Obi-Wan's holding me back. He didn't want to teach me. He did what he was told to do. That is George's fault. I know everybody wants to worship the great and powerful Lucas, but it's George's fault. George made mistakes.
He did make mistakes.
Yeah.
And there were people there to check him on Empire and Jedi. And that wasn't the case with the prequels. There were mistakes that were made.
Yeah. And let's face it, did he write Jedi? Did he write the script for that? Or did somebody else write the script for that?
No, somebody else wrote the script for it. He didn't even write the script for Empire. The script he wrote ended up being a book.
Did he approve the script? Because I have issues with some of the major scripting problems, like dialogue in Jedi. That is my one stickler. And of course, yes, I know everyone loves the Ewoks. I do not. I'm sorry. Even though I have a kitten that looks a lot like an Ewok and I call her Ewok. Ewoks drive me nuts. But anyway, little cannibals. They're cannibals, y'all.
He shares the screenplay with Lawrence Kasdan. So Lawrence Kasdan and George did the screenplay for Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, he wasn't
probably an outline. He had an outline and it was fleshed out by other people.
Yeah.
Yes.
He had his flaws. And I'll be honest with you, I still don't know if I like the idea of Leia and Luke being twins. I know he says he came up with it all from the very beginning. I call bullshit. I really do. But that's my own tinfoil conspiracy.
Well, Vader wasn't even going to be Luke's father originally. So
okay. Well, see, he said he had it all fleshed out from minute one. And I'm like, no, you did not.
No.
You did not.
Nope.
You kind of pieced together as you went. But you know what? We don't care because we love these characters and we love this story. But yeah, he wasn't perfect. But he tried. And that's all that people are asking for. Try to give something that we will enjoy without preaching to us. It's not that deep. Oh, what, Mary? What did I say? What?
And good morning, Stig. How are you doing, brother?
Hey, Stig. I sound like
I don't know. Mary's got to explain now.
Yeah.
What?
Avalon 19.
The what makes me think of Archer. Y'all, I love that show. It's my guilty pleasure.
Stig says Luke and Leia being twins wasn't a thing until after episode 4 had come out.
Okay, see? So there you go, y'all. You heard it here.
Yeah, if it wasn't for his wife.
Oh, yeah. She saved that first movie.
Yes, she did.
By the re-edit.
But I will say this
all
about
kinds of
him.
stuff in that movie.
What a visionary. What a visionary he was to sit down and craft these seemingly simple stories. I mean, really, good versus. Oh, I don't like Ewoks.
Death teddies.
No, they're cannibals, Mary. Where the hell do you think they got that dress for Leia? And shoes and barrettes and bras and whatever the hell else she was wearing.
Hey, whoop, 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 whoop. They eat stormtroopers.
They had them on the spit, y'all.
But that's a different species. That's not being cannibal. You got to remember.
They don't eat each other.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Little humanoid people eating big humanoid people to me is close enough to be cannibals. I'm sorry.
They're little teddy
It is
bears,
what it is. Yeah, but they walk on all fours and they have language and they have spirituality. They have ascended and evolved enough to be considered human-esque. Yes, I guess that makes me a speciest. They're cannibals. They eat people.
They were rabid. They were rabid little teddy bears. Yes. No, absolutely.
I don't know. Leia fucks around with that one too much. It's a hat, and I'm like, oh God, can we just kiss him on his cheek, tell him he's cute, and can we move on to the next scene?
Sorry. That's the only part of the movie that I remember seeing in the theater when I was a kid, and that is
scene with the hat.
No, the scene where the Ewoks jump the stormtroopers, and they're like, "Whoop whoop whoop whoop!"
Oh my God!
Yeah. and the one poor little Ewok gets killed, and his buddy comes over to him and
pokes him with his staff a couple of times. Yeah. I'm like, dude, get down and see if he's breathing. Poking him?
I was jumping up. They had to grab me and like sit me down because I was jumping up in the seat in the theater. I'm like, yeah, get him teddy bears. I was a little kid though. So
well, I know I should.
It was Gaffer's tape.
I get it, and I think they're cute. I do think they're cute.
Or Gaffer's tape.
Shockwave, they had a dress in Leia's size. Who did they kill to get that for her? Maybe they made it for her. Maybe they are very fast sewers.
so little ones, so like the wind. I mean, no. God. I know I should like them, and I do think they are super cute. But damn it, if they don't annoy me, it's just, I don't know. Maybe I do have a little bit of Sith in me after all. I mean, I wanted Wookiees, big ass Wookiees, to mow down there and tear the head off the stormtroopers. That's what I wanted.
Originally, George had planned that the Wookiees were going to be the one that were the Ewoks. They decided that the
Wookiee slave labor
advanced.
The Wookiee slave labor were supposed to be so the Wookiee slave labor built the original Death Star. That's what they used. Yeah, they sort of go through that a little bit in the Solo movie, which absolutely sucks. But in the Rise of Darth Vader, which is the EU novel, they go and they take Kashyyyk, which is the Wookiee homeworld, and they do that so they can build the Death Star. They need slave labor. They're they're just starting to work on building the Death Star. They need slave labor. Vader finds out that the Wookiees have some Jedi on Kashyyyk, that some Jedi are hiding out on Kashyyyk. And he says, this is our opportunity to get all the slave labor we need for Tarkin to build the Death Star. Go get them. And they go and get him, and he kills the Jedi. Or he kills the Jedi Master that is there, that is trying to save the other Jedi. So, and that fight is one of the most epic fights in Star Wars history, because Vader literally crushes one of the huge trees that the Ewoks live in and throws 1,000,001 shards of tree at this Jedi and kills him using a crushed tree and the Force. It is badass. He literally lifts up this giant part of a tree, crushes it, and throws what's left of it at this Jedi and kills him.
That is badass.
So, because he has to figure out, he's not Vader yet. He can't move and he can't fight like he used to. And he's like, I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose this fight against this guy. I can't move. And he's frustrated until he figures out, you know what? I don't even need to use my lightsaber. I don't even need to attack this guy and fight him physically. I can lift up every piece of tree, shards, grass, whatever, and I can use the Force to kill this guy. And he does.
Yeah, that is badass. I love that.
Which is one of the reasons why.
Yes, my master.
One of the reasons why the EU is so much better than what we've gotten out of Disney. So.
Well, I like the idea of the
Shockwave. That is the fight. That is the fight from Force Awakens, except it ends differently, and you never get the scene with the kid. So you never get the scene with Starkiller, but it's pretty much the fight from Force Awakens. Yes, I'm 99% sure they did that fight because of that. What happens in that EU book? They took the stuff from the EU book and just added the fact that Starkiller's there, and he saves Starkiller. So we used to have a competent Vader. Then Disney and Filoni came along. Now we have a legit, yeah.
Oh, Vader was a villain everyone loved. Who doesn't love hardcore original Vader? I mean, all he has to do is just, look at someone and their neck can be broken. I mean, he's terrifying, but he's so cool. He is so cool. He is the Man in Black, y'all. Vader is the Man in Black. And we don't want new Vader. We want to keep our old Vader. And that's when he is redeemed. The power of that is just, but he's still, having him die at the same time was appropriate because he did do so many horrific things. How do you come back from that, y'all? But he did, and he was. And I'm sorry, that actor, the older actor Vader, he got cut out of that first, that was wrong, but whatever.
I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
Yes. So that was Vader. That's the Vader we love. And frankly, that's the Vader we could still have. We don't have to go for this new Vader. This new Star Wars, as far as I'm concerned, is like alternate universe Star Wars. Whatever. Have your Star Wars the way that you want it, people. If you want to do the Ahsoka and do all that and just make it boring, limp, insipid shit.
Limp.
It is. It's limp. It's like a wet noodle limp.
Well,
it's horrible.
We got Star Wars. We got Star Wars BD and we got Star Wars AD.
Yeah, we will have what is true Star Wars. And I'm not saying people can't enjoy the new stuff. I know some Star Wars fans that did enjoy Ahsoka. I think that's awesome. If you enjoy
we're not.
But I'm talking about what is constantly being presented to us by the studio and being told this is Star Wars. Not what came before. The Force is now female. No, we don't want that shit. That's what I'm talking about.
We're not telling you guys what to like or what you shouldn't like or anything like that. It's exactly what Arwen said. We're not going to sit here and tell you, well, you can't enjoy this. If you enjoyed Ahsoka, I'm happy. I'm genuinely happy that you enjoyed it. I can't watch that shit. Grumpy old Marine Vet with a $5 Rumble rant. Thank you so much. Dean says the Ewoks hunting and eating stormtroopers. That is the only reason I liked them.
It's just, I don't know, it would have been more badass if, for one, you would have actually physically seen, if it had been the Wookiee slave labor, you would have seen the power of the Empire to actually enslave Wookiees and make them do what you want them to do. Wookiees are big. But you would see that. And then, though, to see them rebel, to fight, and then, I can imagine stormtrooper pieces all over that planet. It would have been a glorious thing. That would have made me happy. But I like Wookiees very much. They're my favorites.
Well, like I said, if you like it, you like it. And if you don't, you don't. That's your opinion. Everybody's got an opinion and they're all right.
Right. Pretty much. We all think they're right. It's like, Sensei's Picard reviews. I know how he feels about that. But I can't wait. I'm just, his descriptions of stuff are so good. And I know that's how he really feels. I know, he's someone that when he says he likes or doesn't like something, it's not just for clout. It's not just for pandering. It's no, I legit like this or I don't like this.
Well, you know what I found really surprising about that was you and I almost had the same view. I mean, the story wasn't great, but it was that interaction we got from Stewart and from Frakes and from the old cast, everybody except for Marina Sirtis because she sucks.
Yeah.
Counselor Troy, what were you ever good for? What did you do? Oh, you crashed the Enterprise twice.
But she was pretty, Loki. I liked her
She was
style, and I
pretty.
wanted
She
her
was
hair.
pretty.
She was
She was
pretty.
pretty, and she had nice hair.
She helped keep me there. She helped keep me there at first. During that early season, she helped keep me there. But go ahead.
And everybody's got one of those. For me, it was LeVar Burton. That's the only reason why I kept watching it, because of Reading Rainbow. From being a kid. Because I did not like Next Gen when I was a kid. I was like, no, I want my swashbuckling Captain Kirk adventures. Give me Spock, give me Kirk, give me Bones. Those guys were great. I want to see Sulu run through the ship with a sword, swashbuckling adventures. I don't want to. Little did I know what kind of swashbuckler.
Yeah, it was a hard sell for me when TNG first came out. I was not a fan.
Oh, it's a different animal from the original, that's for sure.
And Daryl the Derelict with $5 super chat says, after this debacle, I need to Ahsoka these nuts in a back tank from all the Richard punches.
Twinsy. Yeah, it's no. I have a very Mal from Firefly attitude. He says, you can't take the skies from me. I've thought long and hard about it, and all this bullshit that's coming out today, and how, the Tolkien, not Tolkien, yeah, all of it. I've just decided, you know what? You can't take my IPs from me. I still have what I love.
That's right.
I know when my timeline will stop. My timeline right now stops with Legacy Star Wars. All the new stuff, that's EU. They love their alternate universes so much. There you go. That's alternate universe Star Wars. That is not Star Wars to me. I could do that. That's why I could still watch Rings of Power and laugh at this point, because I know it's going to be ridiculous. It's not Tolkien. It's not ruining shit for me. The problem comes in when people are like, oh, you don't like this? Well, then you're an istinophobe and all this nonsense. That's got nothing to do with it. I'm just tuning that out. Enough shit going on in my life. I do not need some idiot on the internet who doesn't know anything about me and obviously doesn't know anything about Tolkien, but that's just a side point, to tell me what I can and can't like. So that's y'all, we all kind of should just, I don't know, we're going to have to start seeing it that way, or we're going to be miserable, because I don't see any change anytime soon. Not to be a downer, but at the same time, we have what we love. We could preserve what we love.
Well, the worst thing about it is what they're putting out is not making them a whole lot of money. And you would think that after a while they would learn that you got to give the customer what they want, not what you want to give the customer.
You got to know when to
hold
them. Know when to fold them.
I've thought about that, and to be honest, it's probably just strategically an economic thing for them, because they make money in so many areas. Their movie division.
But a lot of the stuff is like BlackRock and a lot of those just the investor companies that are just so woke. They're the ones pushing for that, and they're doing it because of that.
Yeah, but if they're, I don't know.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say it may be a wash if they're making, like, say, more money in one area but less money in their entertainment. The numbers may not vary much, so they may not think of it as, oh my God, we're losing money.
Disney
over here. I don't know. They're not making sense the way they're running anything, but that may be their thought.
Disney is losing money big time. There's no two ways about it. Their stock is in the toilet. Investors
I don't know what
very, very, very disappointed with.
Well, it's all connected. It's all connected now, and so many people have walked away permanently. I'm sorry, but you know what? I walked away a year ago. I said I'm done.
Yep,
I'm done. I'm not going to watch this shit. I'm done. I'm not going to have anything to do with it. I'm not going to watch it, even if I'm not paying for it. Even if I, go to Tortuga and watch it there, I'm done. And that's my decision. Other people see along those lines, great. If they don't, well, if you want to try and enjoy it, fine. I never said the guys over at Echo Base can't try and like Star Wars. I never said anybody couldn't try and like Star Wars. If you want to watch it, watch it. I just don't want to review Disney shit because I'm done and I don't want to watch Star Wars anymore. So I'm not going to review anything Disney does. That's my choice. That's what I've stuck to. I've ever since I said it, I haven't gone back on it, and I'm not going to watch Star Wars because I'm done.
Angela's got it right there. Angela's got it right there.
Yeah. After Gina. That's absolutely right. Victor Fontaine, really quick, $5 super chat to Rumble Rant says time to bring down smog from the Lonely Mountain and burn all this Disney Star Wars shit to the ground once and for all.
Oh.
Ow, skull. Like what you enjoy. I'm going to tell you guys something right now. I'm not a hate watcher. Okay? I can't do what Az does. I can't. I'm sorry, but I can't.
I will for all of us.
I couldn't watch Batwoman.
My God.
Yeah, I'm already one step away from fucking heart attack or a stroke. I'm not doing it to myself. I'm just not. I can't. I will be done with this show.
Yeah.
If I go down that road.
Yeah.
I just can't. So there's shit I don't even want to watch because I'm just going to roll my eyes and say, what the hell were y'all thinking? Just give me the money. Give me the money and we'll do something good. We'll do a good show. We'll do something with the Dega. We'll do something different.
Anything with the CW is in that category. I'm not going to subject myself to it.
Right.
Fun fact, I canceled Disney 6 months ago, and when I signed back up for the wife, very clearly for the wife, it was like I never left. Keeping old accounts to pad the numbers, it's possible.
Probably. Well,
I had
90% of their numbers at first was, if you had Verizon or anything like that, they gave you a free membership.
And that would Hogwarts Express is on its way.
Hey, Hogwarts.
That's exactly what I was going to bring up, Dave Bob. When I re-signed up, this was when it started. This was Disney Plus started for my Xbox Live account. For a year's membership, I got a free year of Disney Plus added onto that. That was one of my rewards for paying for a year of Xbox Live.
Wow. So
the only way I could cancel that subscription was canceling all of it because it was under my email. So they auto signed me up. I never had to go into the Disney Plus app, create an account or anything like that. It was already all signed up on my email. I just had to pick a password.
So they basically gave it to you.
They gave me a year, and to cancel it, I had to cancel everything. That was the only way I could get rid of it, was to cancel all of it, because they just, here's a year. That is insanity. That is absolute insanity.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but those were part of their numbers of their, subscribers.
Yeah. So, and they could have recharged me at the end of my membership. They could have recharged me. I literally had to remove my credit card information off of D Plus because all that carried over from the Xbox Live account.
God.
So let's say you got an Xbox Live and you accepted the free year of Disney Plus. They got all your info and they got your credit card shit and they signed you up automatically. You still could be paying for a year of that every year and not even know it. Most people can't do that because they live month to month right now. But I mean, imagine that. Imagine you get,
all those
$90 fee, and you're like, where the hell did this $90 come from? Oh, well, you've got Disney Plus that you've had for the past 3 years because you signed up for your Xbox Live account.
Wow. Yeah.
We just sneak that in on you through the back.
That is a really good point.
Yeah.
Damn. And see, I don't think about shit like that. Your average
who doesn't
think about it that way. They just see a subscription. It comes with it. Okay. and then you move on with your day. You don't. Wow. You got to.
And I'm happy.
Go ahead.
I was just saying I'm happy the PlayStation didn't do that either.
Damn.
Yeah. No. How many subscribers were people that never actually used it? It's a good point. And and free is never free. That's absolutely right.
But
free
if they have it, if they're subscribed to it, whether or not they use it, it's counted as a subscription.
Yes.
It's counted as assuming people are viewing it and enjoying it and watching it.
Well, that's why a lot of the numbers fell off, here in the last little bit. Their subscription numbers have fallen off. It's because a lot of the people are, having to now pay for it, and they just said, no. And that's why now they're trying to give it away for $1.99. Come on.
Yeah, before the price increase goes into effect.
Damn.
F Disney. I'm done. I don't want to watch their shit. I don't want to pay for their movies. I don't want to pay for their shows. I'm not going to pay for Disney Plus. I haven't even played Jedi Survivor, whatever the hell it is, because I don't want to give them any money. Period. Whether it's through EA sucks as a company. Whether it's through Disney, no matter what it is, I'm not. They're not getting anything out of me, and they're sure as shit not getting anything out of me on our honeymoon because we're going to Universal. F Disney.
So it's safe to say you're not having a Disney themed wedding?
That's right.
Okay, just making sure.
It'll be on.
Just make sure Eris is not a Disney princess.
She's not going to dress up like Elsa or anything. And you're not going to.
Believe it or not, I'm going to be in like island wear. So I know you're like, what's island wear, Loki? Like island, they're like island pants. So it's like islander gear. I've got like this white island shirt with. I wouldn't say it's a flower shirt, but it's like, a white shirt. It's got some blue flowers on the front of it, but it is island wear. So when you guys see the picture, you're going to be like, holy shit, that's like island Loki. Yeah, what's going on, man? Come on down to the island.
Oh my God.
I'm going to come back and I'm going to be island Loki.
He's all flowery.
Flowery.
Hell yeah.
But
F Disney. There will be no Disney wedding. There will be no Disney princess.
Who wears pants on an island? Who wears pants on their honeymoon night?
That's right. That's right. Loki and Eris will be 3 hours from me should I crash the wedding. It's a private
beach.
It's a private island. So if you want to swim out there, by all means, swim out there. But because he's an island Loki, that's right, man. That's right. It's an island Loki.
Is the island shirt like a cotton or more like a linen?
Cotton. More like it's more like a linen.
More like a linen, like a kind of a silkier linen.
No, not silky, but I'll send you a picture of it. I'll send you a picture.
I think I know the type of shirt you're talking. Those are that's gonna be comfortable.
It's a little rough. So it's not like a silk. It's like sand, it's coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere. So Howleys, that's right. Howleys wear island wear on the islands. I'm a Howley.
Nice.
Especially you get a couple of drinks in me. Yeah, I'm a Howley. So those poor islanders.
Oh God.
Later, Marcus.
Later, Mark. We're getting out of here, guys. What do we got going? I know that this is going to dump you guys over to Machiny Draws, Machiny in the morning. But what do you have coming up, Arwen?
I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe taking a break this weekend. I don't know. If I don't, I'll probably be on VacTube, but I don't know. So for me, I'm in chill mode right now. So we'll see.
Nice.
We'll see.
Heck yeah. Okay, well, guys, make sure you have subscribed to Arwen. I mean, you want to talk about one of the brightest bundles of insanity and craziness on this platform, ladies and gentlemen. It's right here. So if we could get like one of the mods, guys, please throw Arwen's link out. Make sure you're subscribed to Arwen. Make sure when you go over
Don't
there,
embarrass her. She might get to vapors.
That's right. She's got fans, y'all. So,
well, thank you, Loki. I'm still thinking about Mary's stream, the whole pumpkin talk. I'm just like, no, my God. Anyway, yeah, come on over, y'all. I'll treat you nice. I'm not too scary.
But yeah, some of the brightest bundles of insanity right here, ladies and gentlemen, with Arwen Avalon. Daryl the Alex says, "Stop your grinning and drop your linen. We got Island Loki, man.
Man, yeah, man.
That's right, yeah, man.
Respect.
Welcome to the island." So you might catch some pictures. I'm not going to be around much. We won't be around tonight. We will be back Monday morning. I'll be back Monday morning with Zero. And Monday night, hopefully we can get some of the moderators to come in and hang out Monday night with me and Eris. We can get Mary. Hopefully Arwen's available.
Oh, hell yeah.
Arlena. We can get most of the Valhalla crew in and get us all in one room at the same time and laugh over each other as the insanity ensues before we leave. Tuesday morning, I plan on having Coach in for a little bit. I think he's going to be there on Tuesday because Mike's not going to be. And then I'm gone. We will have a rerun show on. We have a best of show. I hate using the word rerun. We'll have a best of show on Wednesday. And then Adega's going to take over on Thursday and Friday. So he will be here with Arwen and Dave Bob next week.
Adega.
The Mad Doctor.
The Mad Doctor himself. So, guys, we're getting out of here. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. And we'll leave you with that as we get out of here. Have a great one, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Sufferably hot.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.